Hi everybody, welcome back to DayZ, and I've just finished updating my collection of custom fresh spawn loadouts. So they've got a bit of a Sakhal sort of winter Frostline feel. So in the description below this video you'll find links to my GitHub repository and my Mega where you can download these files, and I'll do a little bit of a showcase now and then I'll show you how to install them as well. I'll give you an idea about that, but if you know what you're doing, go on the links and kind of get started. The idea with these loadouts is that obviously they're a bit winter themed and you could use them on a PvP server, I guess, or even a PvE server where you just want to give your players a fresh start. Sometimes I think fresh spawn loadouts that give you good gear, I think really are themed towards the custom maps. I think on Chernarus you should always spawn with the minimum of stuff because you've just washed up on the shore, haven't you? But when you find yourself in Livonia, or when we're going to be on Sakhal or lots of other custom maps, you've probably been through quite a chunk of the apocalypse already, so you've had a chance to gear up. So that's the idea. So let me just come out of this. Let me just kill this character. So, sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. So this guy's got the M4A1 loadout. What you find, most of them have got similar accessories. So they'll have different guns, but they'll have the same, like a shovel or a what's the other thing? Fire axe on their shoulder. They'll have the same food, GPS, tactical bacon, water filter, the new tablets if you get heavy metal poisoning, that sort of stuff. They've all got that sort of thing. And most of them have got variations on the new winter clothing. So they've got one of the two winter helmets, new winter helmets, and then they've got one of the two sort of outfits. The ones that don't are the NBC loadout and the police loadout. But let's see what we get. Let's just do a respawn and see if we get something else anyway. So let's kill this guy and let's respawn, and then we should see. You can of course customize these files and change them to whatever you want to do. I'll put a link in the description below this video to DayZboosters.com as well, which has got a fantastic loadout generator, which is actually relatively easy to use. So this guy, right, this is the police guy, because I thought, if you're the police guy, you've turned up on Sakhal because maybe you're tracking someone down. So you've kept your police hat, you've kept your police jacket, you've got your police trousers. One of the options that he'll spawn in with is with the Sakhal police jacket, but he's still armed for bear. He's got the Pioneer, he's got his FX45, but all the other. Oh, this guy also gets some handcuffs as well. So let's do one more for luck. Let's see if we can get another random one. What I find is when I test these, I always tend to get the same ones over and over again. Because when I'm making these files, actually making the files doesn't take too long, but what does take an awful long time is testing them and making sure that everything spawns in right and nothing's missing. And of course, with the updates to 1.26, whereby inventory has got smaller, I've had to change that as well. So this guy, okay, so it's another police guy, but as you can see, this guy's got the different jacket and he's spawned in with a nice balaclava on. Anyway, so what we can do actually is if we come out of here, we can look at the different loadouts here because I've got pictures of them. So there we go. So there's the kind of, let's make this a bit bigger. So there's one of the DMR guys. So you can see that one. That's the M4A1 guy. He's probably one of the most OP, I think, because the M4 is a good gun, isn't it? Now, the NBC guy is interesting because he's got an M16, but he's wearing NBC gear apart from the shoes. He's got boots on and the shoes are in his inventory. But what he does have, which is different from the others, he does have a couple of heat packs because the NBC gear normally isn't very good at keeping you warm. He's also got a spare filter, so you probably want to take that filter off when you're not in an area. But he's also the only one, he spawns with the chem gas grenades. So the fact that he hasn't got a proper helmet on and he's got, and he's got, it's going to be difficult for him to keep warm. I thought I would balance that by giving him the chem grenades. There's the police guy, another variant of the police guy. There's the Draganov or the SVD or the VSD guy there. Is that it? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and there's the KAM guy. Do we do that guy to start with? There's the DMR, and this guy's got the AKM. Very nice weapon that was, isn't it? Very good. He's got a bayonet on his one as well, looking very mean. If they bring out Russian white helmets, then I'll add them as well. But unfortunately, I had to make a choice between, do I go with the Russian ones or do I go with the American looking ones? I thought, well, let's stick with the American looking ones, because then you've got that winter theme, haven't you, to go through that way. So let's have a look at the files themselves. So this is my GitHub repository. So to get these, you just click on code and download the zip and download that to your local PC and extract it. There'll also be a link to my mega repository as well, just in case one or the other is out. And then when you've extracted it, there's the JPEGs, which are just the pictures that you want to look at. Then you've got the JSONs, which are the custom spawn loadouts. And then you've got the README. So I crack open the README, because in the README I go through line by line exactly what you have to do to install these files. But I'll quickly show you on my local server. So what you want to do first is, you'll be uploading these to your server, but I will be copying them because this is a local server on my PC. So we will be going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the other one? 6. So you'd copy those or upload them. And then you would go to, let's go to server. There we go. So imagine you've connected to your server via FTP, or you're going in via the server browser through Nitrado or something like that. And you go into the MP missions, then you have the one that says PS missions for PlayStation, XB missions for Xbox, MP missions on PC. And then you'll go into the missions folder, so Chernerus for Chernerus, Enoch for Livonia. We don't know what Sakhal will be. I'd imagine it'll be DayZ probably. And on console, we have to put things in a custom folder, different files. I recommend you do this on PC as well, because it keeps everything nice and tidy. So put that in there. So then you would paste them then in there, so they're all ready to go. And then you want to go back to the main mission folder, and you'll want to open up the CFG gameplay.json. And then what you want to do, go back to the README. And what I've done is, all you have to do is copy that entry there, and that has references for all the different loadouts. So you can just put underneath disable personal light false, press enter, and then paste that in. Press enter, so you've got with stamina data is on the next line, and you can have that. Or what you can do as well is, I've just put a couple of variations there. Maybe if you don't want all of the loadouts, maybe if you don't want the NBC loadout, or you don't want the M4A1 loadout because it's a little bit more powerful, a little bit too powerful, you can go through and change that. Obviously, make sure your CFG gameplay.json is activated. So on a console server, that will be in your settings menu, and it will say near the bottom, it says enable CFG.gameplay. On Nitrado PC, you have to go into expert settings and scroll down near the bottom, and it says enable CFG gameplay equals 1. I think you have to do it in the menu as well. And then on a local server, you go into your server dz.config and make sure it said enable CFG gameplay equals 1. So, but that instruction is all in the README as well. And all you got to do is then save that and restart your server, and then your new players will be spawning in. Let's try another one, shall we? With hopefully fresh things. Now remember, although I'll probably be releasing this video before 1.26 goes live, so don't use it before 1.26 unless you're using it on a 1.26 experimental server, either on your local PC or remotely, because obviously these objects aren't in the files. Alright, yeah, so this lady, she's got the AKM or the KAM loadout. Very nice. So if you find this video useful, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. And of course, I'll see you again soon.